everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and today I'm coming to you with a very special range report. Normally, I'm a one-man show. It's just me filming here in the garage talking about guns and doing gun reviews, and sometimes you even see the Texas Gun Princess, my wife, Becky. But today, I have somebody very special in this range report, and that is going to be Joel Hansen. He's a fellow YouTuber. He's actually not a firearms YouTuber, but he is a firearms enthusiast. He's known for being a model. Yes, a model. I know you guys probably think I'm a model with this awesome dad bod, but no, he's a real one. He's a food influencer and competitive eater. Wow, that's quite an impressive resume. He has a YouTube channel of over 250,000 subscribers. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description below so you guys can go check it out. It's amazing. He can eat like 7-pound pizzas in 15 minutes. I don't know how he does it. His videos are quite entertaining. But he reached out to me and said, hey, I'm going to be in the DFW area. I'm a subscriber to your channel and I would love to go shooting with you. Well, that really surprised me because I'm just a small channel and I'm always blown away with how other people view my channel. I actually have some of the world's best subscribers. I can tell you that very influential people follow my channel. I don't know why. I'm just a nobody. But he follows my channel, wanted to go shooting, and I said absolutely. So he was here in the DFW area. We went over to my range, the Frisco Gun Club. We shot a few guns, and so for the next few range reports, you're going to see his thoughts and opinions on some of these guns. And the gun we're going to do a review on today is a really interesting gun, especially for the channel. This is a Performance Center 327 or model 327 Smith Wesson. Now this is a gun that's going to be a little bit out of my wheelhouse. You guys know that I love tactical firearms, and normally that doesn't include revolvers. I only own 2 or 3 revolvers in my entire collection. I've always looked at it as there's something I can always get, so I focus on collecting things that might in the future be banned. But when I saw this gun, and by the way, this gun is on loan to the channel from another amazing subscriber, Jack, who lives here in the DFW area. And when he showed me this gun and said, hey, do you want to review this? I was like, absolutely. This thing is awesome. I'm not a revolver guy, but when my eyes saw this thing, I was really interested. So let me give you guys a couple of close-ups of this really awesome model 327, which is chambered in 357. And it is an extremely awesome looking, well-balanced, tactical looking firearm. You've got a rail here on the bottom. I know there's an attachment to put a rail on the top. It's very space age looking. It has a scandium frame, a titanium cylinder. It holds 8 rounds of 357. It's just really cool. And on top of that, it's a Performance Center firearm, which means this is one of Smith & Wesson's top of the line guns. So before we get to my guest's thoughts, let's put some rounds downrange first and get my initial thoughts and opinions. Well, all I can say is, wow, this is one really well shooting firearm, and it does not kick like I thought it would. It handles the 357 excellent. I really thought it was going to kick. It has a scandium frame and a titanium cylinder. This thing is extremely light, but maybe it's the longer barrel. It's just very well balanced. I'm very impressed with that. The one thing though that I think helps with the recoil is this grip. This is a Hogue rubberized grip. Now, normally I don't like these because I'm not a big fan of the way that they look. The texture always kind of reminds me of an old 1980s car steering wheel. And if you've ever driven an old car like that, you kind of know what I'm saying. I don't think that they're very attractive. I don't think they're very tactical looking. And so if I own this particular gun, I might change those out to a grip with a more modern material, maybe like a G10, but that also might increase the recoil impulse of the gun. But this feels good in the hand, I think really helps mitigate the recoil, but I don't like the way that it looks. So it's a pro and a con, so it really kind of depends on your personal taste. I'm not going to knock any points off this gun for what they chose to put on there. I think it fits the style and the look of the gun great. It just might not be my personal choice of a grip. And if I changed it out, maybe my opinion would change and I'd put these things back on. So now that we got my initial thoughts, let's see what Joel thinks. Joel is Canadian, by the way, and when we were talking before the range trip, he was telling me how gun laws are so different in Canada and how he can't get access and get to shoot these guns when he's home. So every time he comes to the States, he likes to find people to go shooting with. And let me tell you, he's an excellent marksman. I was very, very impressed, but let's see what he thinks.
All right, so here we have the Performance Center 327. I'm definitely excited to try this out. It is a beautiful, beautiful looking gun. It's packing a 357 Magnum in it, so we got some serious stopping power. But as far as the feel, I love the grip of it. Again, really nice weighted gun. I mean, it's called Performance Center, and I really do think this is probably a performance tool, so let's find out. That is impressive. The fact that it holds 8 rounds is really cool to start off with. But like really, this is just like, I think with practice, you could get this literally with pinpoint accuracy time and time again. I'm really impressed. This is like, if you ever want a revolver to carry or even just for fun, like I think like a sports gun, I like this one. Big fan.
So as you can see, he likes this gun just as much as I do. In fact, off camera, we were talking about how nice the trigger is in this revolver, which is something that I would expect from the Performance Center. The single action pull is short, crisp, extremely light, and very predictable. And the double action pull is not as heavy as you typically find on many double action revolvers. It's extremely light for a double action. I am really impressed with the mechanics of this gun. I'm also really impressed with the fit and finish of this gun. When it comes to the side plate, you barely even see the indentation where the side plate meets up with the frame. This is machined and finished exceptionally well. It is just an extremely well built gun. But speaking of enjoying the gun because the trigger is so nice, I decided to put some .38 Special through this. Now, as you know, if you have a .357 revolver, you can shoot .38 Special through it. So sometimes, well, now's the ammo crunch of 2021 and ammo's hard to find anyway. But under normal circumstances, .38 Special can be a little bit cheaper, and in a gun like this, chambered in .357, it's going to be very, very light. And for people that might be recoil sensitive, .38 Special is a great loading to put in these just to have some fun at the range. So I thought I would try it out with some .38 Special, and let's see what happens. And so I hope you could tell from that, with .38 Special, this has almost no recoil. It was like shooting a .22. I'm blown away with this thing. I really want one. Well, the person that can tell me if I can own one is about to shoot it next. So I let Becky try it out. And she wanted to shoot .357 instead of .38 Special. So let's see how she does. Well, the good news is she likes it too. So who knows, maybe one of these might be in my future. She likes tactical guns as much as I do. And when she saw this, she thought it was the coolest revolver she had ever seen. And after shooting it, she likes it even more. And she's not really a revolver person either. But this was a lot of fun. I think she equated it to driving a manual transmission car. She likes the fact that you pull the trigger back if you're going to go single action every single time. It's a very comfortable gun to shoot. And so for her shooting .357 Magnum, that says a lot. It's a very, very fun gun. So do I think that this gun is marketed to maybe the concealed carry market? Probably not in this configuration with this longer barrel. I do know that they offer it in different barrel lengths. So if you do like carrying revolvers, this would be one amazing gun to carry. Personally, I like this barrel length and this setup, and this would definitely be a range gun for me. And maybe if I ever competed with a revolver, this is something that I would look at too. But I'm really kind of lusting after this thing. This is one awesome gun. Well, all the video I've shown so far has been in single action. I'm going to show you guys some double action now. I'm going to start off with .38 Special and then go to .357 Magnum. Man, did you see that anticipation and that flinch? I got to get used to this gun a little bit more and shooting revolvers. A little bit embarrassed of that one. Okay, so that was .38 Special. So now let's go to .357 Magnum a little bit faster. And so my last little bit of range footage here is going to be shooting at longer distance. I really didn't give this thing a workout at 15, 20, or 25 yards. I was kind of limited on ammo. And of course, I just wanted to shoot the gun, have some fun, and have Joel and Becky shoot it as well. So I got the target set out at 15 yards just to see how the grouping and the accuracy is. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it was really good. My groupings were not all very, very tight, but I know it is me and not the firearm. Remember guys, I'm just an average gun guy. If you're coming here for competitive or amazing marksmanship, this isn't the channel for you. But if you're just an average gun guy that likes guns, hopefully I'm your guy. And that's kind of the way that I shoot. Everything was on paper. This gun is very well balanced. I thought it shot really well at further distance. So I'll show that footage now. So upon editing the range footage, it became apparent I forgot to show the targets. Normally I do that. I guess I was just having too much fun with Joel and we were chit-chatting and I neglected to film that. Just let me tell you, this gun is super accurate. Now Joel is an amazing shot. I was extremely impressed with his marksmanship. I did pretty good. I was really happy with the groupings, and I know for a fact this gun will outshoot me and will outshoot you. So if I could bench rest this thing, it'd be on target, probably shooting groups through the same hole over and over and over again. So my final thoughts on this gun. This gun blew me away. When I laid my eyes on this gun for the very first time, as I mentioned, I loved the way it looked. It was a model that I was unfamiliar with. I knew the Performance Center was putting out more tactical revolvers. I really hadn't seen any because I don't really look at revolvers and look at revolvers review as much as I probably should. So I fell in love with it with the time I saw it. But now that I get to handle it, I've shot it, I really want one. The fit, finish, and function of this gun exceeded my expectations. The recoil impulse of this gun exceeded my expectation. The accuracy of this gun exceeded my expectations. It is just simply fun. And let me tell you, I am going to add this to my list of gun wants. I want one of these really bad, and I may forego other cool tactical firearms to acquire one of these if I can find one at the right price. I even want one with this particular barrel. I've had revolvers in the past that have 6-inch barrels, thinking I'm going to get more accuracy. It actually weights the gun too far in the front. It's too front heavy for me. This barrel length is the perfect balance between that. It doesn't look too snubby, which I've never really been a fan of snubby revolvers anyway. This has a very nice look, a nice balance. I think you get the maximum accuracy that you can. You have a great sight picture. It is just an absolutely awesome firearm. The 8-round cylinder is, of course, a huge plus. While it's not as much as you would get in a semi-auto, it's still a lot for .357 Magnum. Let me tell you what, the trigger pull on this thing, outstanding. And the fact that it's made of cool materials like scandium and titanium make me want it even more. That's just a cool factor. The only thing I would change out on this gun would be the grips. I would like to get, maybe as I mentioned, some G10 grips with a Smith Wesson logo in it. That would look really cool, probably black, and it would just add to the modernness of this gun. This gun, in my opinion, really brings the revolver into the 21st century. I want one, and I want one bad. So, first and foremost, thank you, Jack, for letting me borrow this gun. But I'm kind of mad at you because now you have spent a lot of my money in the future. I have to have one of these. So you have an amazing revolver, and I'm gonna pick up one too. So I think you guys can already tell what I'm going to give this on my star rating. This thing is getting 5 out of 5 stars. This is a perfect review. It exceeded my expectations. I was already expecting this thing to get 4.5 stars. I was like, this is obviously gonna be an incredible gun. It's gonna be a great revolver. 5 out of 5 stars. Wow, I want one. I want one really bad. Oh, another point that I want to bring up is since I've gotten this home and I've been able to clean it, this gun cleans up really nice as well. Sometimes with the blued finishes or the stainless finishes, you get a lot of carbon buildup. With this scandium and this titanium, it cleans up really nice with little effort at all. So that makes someone like myself who is super OCD very, very happy. So I want one. I'm gonna get one eventually. It's awesome. The Smith Wesson Performance Center 327. Just an awesome firearm. One more close-up view of this awesome revolver. I cannot speak higher of it. And if you guys own one, you have an amazing gun. If you guys don't have one, you need to go check one out. And so that's the best endorsement that I can give this thing. It is just awesome. 5 out of 5 stars, Performance Center 327 from Smith & Wesson. Go out and shoot one. All right, so let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Thank you, Jack, and a very special thanks to Joel for joining me. It was an awesome time. So as always, thanks for watching.